Hi, I'm David Hudson, a Grinnell senior from New York City. I'm also an admission intern, and I'd like to share a bit of knowledge about the college admission process. When I was in your shoes, I didn't know a lot about applying for financial aid, like what forms do I need to submit? Here to tell you what you need to know is Brad Lindberg.
Thanks, David. Those are great questions. Applying for financial aid can seem daunting at times, especially if you haven't done it before. But there's a few easy steps you can take to get through the process successfully. First, I'd tell you, every college is different. Just because one college requires one form doesn't mean another is going to require it as well. So please pay attention to colleges' websites that you're considering. They'll have all the information that you need. The main form you're going to need to apply for need-based financial aid is the FAFSA. You can complete the FAFSA online at fafsa.gov. Now, it's important to know that your parent or guardians will need to submit information as well. The first thing you should do is create what's called an FSA ID. You can go to the website and create that now and put it somewhere safe to use when you're applying for financial aid. It's really important to note that you should always pay attention to deadlines. Aid might become available or become unavailable based upon the deadline for applying. Each college is different again, so pay attention to those websites. Some colleges might require more than the FAFSA. Here at Grinnell, for example, we're going to require 3 things from you. First is that FAFSA. Second, we'll require something called the CSS Profile. Now, about 200 institutions across the country use that profile to determine your eligibility for need-based financial aid, especially grants from the institution. To do the profile, you're going to need your parents again, and also to visit a simple website, cssprofile.collegeboard.org. You're going to need to register again, but if you've done the PSAT or the SAT or even taken AP tests, you might already have a College Board ID on hand, so pay attention to that. The FAFSA and the profile seem similar, and they are, and you should plan about an hour to complete each of those forms, sitting down with your parents or guardians. We also require your parents to submit their tax information. Now, it's important to go to the website of any college you're considering to ensure that you have the appropriate tax year available in order to complete both the FAFSA and profile. The last piece of advice I would give you is sit down with your parents with all of the information together to complete the forms in one sitting. While it seems difficult, it's really something you can do without much problem.
Thank you for the information, Brad. When applying for financial aid, I hope this information is super helpful for you. Be sure to check out the rest of this video series to learn even more about the college admission process from our enrollment professionals. Thank you.